What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. It is Monday, August 24th, 2020. Thanks so much for stopping by again. Took a week off from the morning note. Back at it again. Thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys as always. August 24th, 2020. Let's talk about the market, shall we? Dow futures are up 269 points. Nasdaq futures up 1% pre-market. S&P futures up 0.85% at 3421. Russell 2000 index up 1% pre-market. Crude oil futures up 1%. Bitcoin up 1%. Gold is up 0.65%, creeping to 2000. Silver futures 27 up 1.4%. And for my forex people, euro dollar 118.43 up 46 pips. Dollar yen is down about 4 pips, 105.80, and dollar index up down about 0.35%. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. So that's where we are. I mean, I did a podcast yesterday. I hope you guys watched it. It was Stay Bullish, why we are still bullish in the market. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And this just reiterates that. Again, markets are still going up. I'm not saying markets always go up, but again, this is a new bull market, and we've been saying it. So take it for what you want. All right, so let's go ahead and take pre-market looks. Market screener, our market watch. What's moving and shaking today? A couple of positions that we have open for signals. QQQ calls that are in the money with the 285s we bought last week. And we bought some Apple calls as well. I think we have the five. Let me see, which ones are those? We have look here. We have Apple 550 calls. I know it's pretty out of the money, but we're going to catch it today. Let's see, pre-market movers. Apple up 3% pre-market. American Airlines up 2.8. Carnival up 2.5. Tesla up 3.6%. Let's see, AMD was downgraded, but they're up 0.72%. Delta Airlines up 2.5. Microsoft 0.85%. Nvidia up 1.79%. Facebook up 1.3%. They were upgraded as well. Boeing up 1.22%. That's where we are. So that's how we're looking this morning. I mean, guys, it's bull market. What more can I say? I don't know what more to say other than I said in the podcast, on Instagram, and everything like that. So pretty cool stuff. Just a quick shout out to my good buddy Adrian, who owns a company on Instagram. Day trading by day, earning by night. Pretty cool shirt. He made this for me. Thank you so much. His website or his Instagram, I'll go ahead and put it on the comments below. Feel free to check it out. The Witty Ones Tees. And he makes up day trading shirts for me. So really do appreciate that. Fits great, great quality. I love it. So if you guys want to take a look at it, feel free to. All right, so what am I playing today? What are we looking at, right? That's pretty much what everyone wants to know, and then I'll answer some questions. So again, my monologue, opening monologue. The main thing, guys, is that expect these kind of moves. We're also going to put your money. Fed is doing their thing. I spoke about it in detail on the podcast. QQQ, absolutely on fire. We have those. Tesla, if you want to take a look at Tesla, take a look at some calls. But again, you have to really go out of the money, 3,500 to maybe 4,000, and just scalp it because it's not going to get there tomorrow. So you'd have to scalp that thing if you wanted to play Tesla. It did break above 2,100, which was the level I was looking for. Apple, Apple's a monster. My target for them is like 530. Keep in mind, today is the last day if you have Apple that you'll get the split. The split will happen on Friday, but today is the actual deadline day. So whoever owns Apple shares by the end of the day today will have their share split 4-1. Tesla, I believe, is the end of the month, August 31st. So that's where we are. So again, you'll get some more movement. It'd be nice to see if Apple can hit that 527 level, which is, if you're looking at a fib, is an extension of the five. Let me see if I can get that daily up. 161.8. So 61.8 above the 100. 527.89. That'd be the next level up. I had alert above 500. We got it anyways. Pre-market. Still bullish. I still own shares. That's my largest position is Apple. I don't see myself selling it anytime soon. Been saying it. I have SpyG. SpyG's new all-time high. Been saying to buy in that thing since it was around 32. I've been saying that ad nauseum. So there we go. So what I'm watching, QQQ. I'm watching Apple, of course. Microsoft looking pretty interesting. Look for a level of 217.64 or above. Facebook is in my gulag. It's not been trading well. It's been pretty sideways, so I'm gonna stay away from that. IWM, we need to see if we get a break above this 200 day. I would put in a break above 157.05 in order to play calls. I still have my SLV calls for 30. Let's see if we get there. But again, it is up nicely pre-market. The big level for me is 26.61. I still have GLD for our YouTube guys, but again, I need 200. It's probably more than likely dead. We'll take an L on that. It happens, but we did get SLV, which was nice. But it happens. We move on. Another trade I'm looking at. AMD looks pretty interesting, 84.50. I'm going to go ahead and take a look here and see what kind of alert I can place. I'm going to place alert at the recent highs of 85.22. I think it was the weekly highs. I'll go ahead and put that there. NVIDIA is absolutely a monster, so I want to take a look at that and see if we can retake those levels of 517.30 for a call and see if we can maybe get to target the 540s or the 530s. I'll take a look at volume this morning. So I really like Qs. Obviously, I'm in it. I'm in Apple. Of course, I'm in it. Tesla looks interesting. Take a look at 3,500 to 4,000. Really out of the money calls. But again, you'd have to scalp it. You'd have to get out same day. You have to get out same day, if not tomorrow in the morning. So again, it's really far out of the money. So Nvidia, I'm also watching 517.30 for a break. Could be a play. IWM, I also put an alert. SPY, I mean, you could take a look at upside here. But for SPY, I actually prefer to play E-mini futures personally instead of playing SPY. So I like QQQs instead and IWM instead of SPY. But basically the four I'm looking at: Tesla, Nvidia, Qs, and Apple. That's the ones I'll be watching. So those are your four guys that you'll be watching today if you want to play at home, I guess. And we'll go from there. Let's answer some questions. Welcome back, Mister. Good morning. Good morning. Any reason for Tesla soaring? You reckon it's a forming bubble? No, what you're getting here is a massive short squeeze. You had so many people who were so, my God, it's a fraud, it's a short, and they're getting out of their positions. So it keeps creeping up. And again, remember, stocks are forward thinking. So they're expecting Tesla to keep going up. And remember this thing we talked about? They may be included in the S&P. That's pretty big. That means mutual funds have to buy the stock. And also the stock split is a nice catalyst. It's not really, doesn't do anything in regards to value. It's just window dressing, but optics is what the key. Keep in mind, guys, the stock market is still human psychology here. The difference between four quarters and a dollar. But again, people think differently. But that's just the reality. Thank you so much. If you add Tesla shares today, you'll get the split next week, correct? Yes. October 2nd, 27 and a half SLB calls. That's a little far out. Let's take a look at the volume first. Are you looking to close out Apple calls today? Yep. I will be looking. I personally had from last week, I played myself, so I have a couple of plays. I have the Apple 520s, and I have two positions on that thing. So I'm holding that. I also have the 550s with the members, with their signal members, and I'm going to close that today. Also, my Qs, which will be in the money, I may close that today. Maybe leave a runner or something. Let's see what happens. Can NIO be sentimental place for Tesla? I'd rather stay away from NIO or Nikola. I'd rather just play Tesla. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for asking me to come back, or thanks for saying happy to have me back. Let's see. AMD, I talked about it earlier. AMD, let's see if a break of 85 before we get into there. Almost everything is green. Doesn't that scare you a bit? No. Well, it doesn't scare me one bit. When you know what you're doing, you're not scared. So, what do you think about company SRNE COVID vaccine? I've been saying it before. I'll say it again. When it comes to vaccines, I stay away. There's only one stock I want to own when it comes to anything COVID, and it is the XBI Biotech ETF. That's it. That's the only one I own. And I also own Pfizer, but this is before COVID. If you have one contract of Apple calls from last Friday, should you sell? Continue continuation. I always say if you have to ask, sell it. Take your money. Be happy. Be happy. Amazon looking ready for a breakout. Amazon is looking very interesting for a breakout. I forgot to say that. It's just really expensive. So let's see if we can take out those highs of 336.26. I'll put an alert at 333.28 and see if we can catch that there. Thoughts on 3,000 calls for January? That's pretty far out, and it's it's pretty far out. It's pretty expensive. I would not play it or signal that. If that's the case, I just buy the stock. And keep in mind, when you have the 3,000 calls, they'll just convert into the new split price anyway. So I could just wait if that's the case. If you want risk and you want to play a little farther out, just wait for the week. Square and Zoom breaking out. Square, let's see, 158.93, looking interesting. Yes. Let's see if we get that break to the upside, but it does like to fake people out. So I'll place that alert on Square and see if we get that high. Let's see on Zoom. Zoom is having some issues today. I read online that they're having some issues in regards to their platform. I guess all the kids back in school. But 295.97 could be interesting. Maybe take a look at the 320s, 350s on that. Square will be a little cheaper. So again, Internet of Things, we know the drill. The rotation into internet stocks, why not? Prediction for Tesla for the week. Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and just say 2,300. I'm just gonna throw that shot in the dark. Uh, Thoughts on BABA? I like BABA. Definitely, I own the stock long term. Nice gap up here from Sunday, 273.32. Let's see if we break that recent high of 274.20. If we break that, then I'll take a look at some calls for sure. But until then, once you're at the highs, it's kind of tough to do anything there. So let's place an alert on BABA. Apple 520 today. Oh, absolutely. Could definitely happen. Still going DCA on Tesla. Nice. What are you highs do you think on Apple this week? 527.89 is my target for the high on Apple this week. Ultra or ELF long term? I don't know what the hell those two are. What's Ultra or ELF? 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 Elf Beauty? Or you mean Ulta? Ulta, I own Ulta long term. So I've been owning that stock for a while now and I like it. And I have not added to it, but I do like Ulta long term. How do you feel about somebody buying Tesla that doesn't own it yet? I mean, that's really up to you. You can wait for the split or you can wait for it now. I say if you haven't bought a position yet and you want to get in, ease your way in, obviously. Don't go all in on anything. Don't get FOMO. But again, I would rather just wait on pullbacks, not on when it's soaring. Costco, any entry point? I don't own Costco. I actually sold it to buy more Amazon. I do like Costco, but again, you're not going to get tremendous growth like an Amazon does. But it looks like it is breaking out. Options are terrible, but it looks very good. I'd rather be in Home Depot or Lowe's personally when it comes to retail that's not Amazon or Shopify or Walmart. I'd rather be in Home Depot or Lowe's. Take a look at Home Depot. I talked about that. I have a lot more massive upside. I think 300 comes on Home Depot. I like Lowe's too. Lowe's is easily a $180, maybe $200 stock, and they've actually outperformed Home Depot. But Home Depot looks very interesting. I actually bought some last week. IBB, yeah, I do have IBB. I'm sorry, I talked about the other ETF, but I have IBB ETF long. Amazon calls. It's just too expensive. We have to wait for the break. Thoughts on Apple, Tesla after splits? Yeah, again, doesn't change anything. I talked about this on our video on YouTube. It doesn't really change anything. It's just the optics. But again, it creates people that have not bought into an expensive stock a chance to buy in. So again, optics speaking, it is positive, but it really doesn't change anything in regards to value. But that's basically it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your questions. It was a it's great to be back, by the way. I loved it. Love being back here. Thanks so much again. So we do have Qs and Apple going. Take a look at Tesla. Take a look at Nvidia, Qs and Apple. Take a look at Home Depot too. Home Depot could be interesting for some calls. I don't know what CIN is. CN. I don't know what CN Corp is, so I can't give you an educated guess on it. There's nothing there on the chart that stands out to me. So that's what I'm looking at. Have a great rest of your day, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow for the morning note. GARCapitalFX.com is the website. We'll catch you then. And have a great Monday, guys. Happy trading.